Hey superstars, it's almost the end of July and August 1 sets the first date for me having sole ownership of my brainchild Fighterdiet. And the first thing I'm bringing to the table my way is I'm hosting the Fighterdiet Challenge on my terms, the way I want to run it, focused on the things I want, which is happiness, joy, understanding yourself, healthy eating, simplified, no rush or stress, no before and after progress, no diet police accountability. There's nothing like someone knocking on your door because you didn't sign up. So I just uploaded a website that I made myself where I put the itinerary with day-to-day topics that I'm going to host and coach, which is the live. So those are not in the book. But I'm writing the book to this, and there's going to be a lot of mindset, a lot of going deeper than you've ever done. And then I want you to be excited about the 28+1+1 defeat to refeed process, the system for enjoying getting to lean and staying lean. So here's the thing. I'm not sure about you, but in my life I learn and I realize I'm not the same person that I was before. I don't want to, and I'm kind of trying to become better and better for myself. That means fitness dreams and goals must at some time expire. They got to be updated. Now I'm thinking about my current training. For instance, I've been training every body part pretty much every day for, which is Wednesday, but like last week and this one and the one before that, I hit pretty much all muscle body parts every day in less volume. So how can you recover, right? Well, because I'm not training the way I used to break down and build up. I evolved and I got tired of trying to gain more muscle and bulk up. It didn't call my name anymore. And if I didn't know myself, I would be terrified. I would feel like, what the heck am I going to do if I'm not tying myself into these goals and expectations, this idea I have of myself, what am I going to do then? So when you are me and you've been meditating for 7 years plus now, every day, and it just expands. And then I don't have a choice but to follow my heart. And that means that I never know how my life turns or what I'm gonna do or how. And it's such an adventure because if I think about the way I've lived and always been kind of, very structured and want to be check and double check and, moving from Sweden to another country, then moving cross country, been traveling the world alone, but all that, in the past. But now I find myself that I have achieved what is both a curse and also a blessing. This of, I don't hold on to my image. I don't hold on to who I've become in the eye of others. I don't hold on to my body's ideals. I don't hold on to my standards of training. Everything that I have kind of, made into a routine, I just think like, so what? That is very, 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 very exciting, but also terrifying. The Fighterdiet Challenge that was hosted before wasn't according to how I wanted. The more I evolved, the more I started to question about this yo-yo diet and body shaming and thinking the way I would for myself, that if I was 75 years old now and I wanted to pick up on fitness, I would start all over from start being defeated, that I will never have so-called a perfect body. It would be wrinkly, it would be saggy, it would be stiff, it wouldn't be able to do everything a young body would do. Should I then not pick it up because I can never have it all? That is how a lot of people, if not the majority, reflect and think and consider that it's not worth it because it's all about the body look. Meanwhile, I've learned that the body look gets you bored. It doesn't matter how pretty or amazing or strong it is. It's not going to be what keeps you motivated forever. So already there, I have come to the realization many times that if you enjoy what is the daily to do, what is the nature of the lifestyle you want to practice and make it into your second nature, then you already succeed. So it's all about the interest, that you genuinely want to do it instead of threaten yourself or fear or pushing yourself or forcing yourself to do something. And that's what I have noticed is kind of the standard in fitness life that I don't want to be part of, and I'm not part of it, but it just crystallizes the more I grow and expand for myself. That I have no interest in pushing on some kind of ideals or beliefs on how to train and how to be optimal, how to eat, how to keep everything going to my clients or you who follow me. The way I see it is, who on earth would love to be counting and tracking macros until you die? Because if you don't, you fall off your healthy eating. When are you gonna be willing and ready to trust yourself in knowing that what you eat, you see it, you are aware, instead of this of all or nothing thinking that, that if you don't know exactly what you're eating, you just like fall off. You don't know what to do, and you get caught up in this feeling of self-defeat, and then it's all or nothing, and you gotta start over, and before you start over you gotta sabotage yourself. So that's the same routine of yo-yo culture, and everyone is believing in the same diet dream, and this one time you're gonna do it, and I don't want to play that game. So that's the kind of little a problem sometimes with clients who want to keep on living the diet yo-yo culture, and then the awareness of me not wanting to do it, not wanting to participate, join that little charade, then that becomes a problem. And that means most do not have the awareness of that you're not getting out of your own way. Alternatively, you don't want to be aware of yourself. And that's where we kind of not go together, because I want to be aware of everything that holds me back. If I'm talking about it like this is something I want to solve, and that's what everyone does in fitness, and nutrition and dieting and weight loss, and how to solve your problems, which I did, which is the program. And then here comes the real essential question, right? Are you sure you want to? So that's the thing. Now for me, it's all about the daily practice. I love the lifestyle. I love the eating, the training. But I'm not in that chapter anymore in my life where it's too important for me. Like for me, I'm not a competitor. I don't train to gain. I don't train in a certain way because it's more muscle for me. I'm not gonna bulk up. I tried it to be able to get stronger than I want to be, because I don't feel comfortable in it anymore. I didn't like my bulkier body, so I'm in defeat mode now, and I enjoy it every day. I'm not counting calories. I know what I do, what I ate more, and now I'm just adjusting. So I really love to teach how to simplify. Imagine not having to track everything. Imagine not having to weigh up everything. Imagine not having to be your own police until you want to be your own thief, right? And you kind of sneak away your treats, and then all of a sudden you're back into that bad habit. So yeah, it requires self-awareness and interest in yourself, and that's what I feel is the whole joy. That's what I teach you. So, to cut to the chase, my Fighterdiet challenge sees the training days 1 month with me. I am writing this very deep book, so don't get worried. It's a lot of pages, but you don't have to read it. You don't have to study like it's a little sprint, or you're gonna be certifying yourself or kind of graduate into fitness life where you're gonna do this all for yourself. You won't. Life is a continuous education. You're gonna need new programs, new courses, new challenges. That's just the way. Just like I challenge myself. So in this, the book is gonna have everything about the keep it super simple, the defeat to refeed, new workouts, all that stuff that is, but definitely different. And the big change is I am lining out all the lessons that are there for 30 days. It's also higher admission, because I want to have the ones who are invested and realizing that you are here to build long-term relationship with yourself and me. So I'm just not interested to do what is typically the thing that other people who don't value you are lower the rate until you are nothing. And I'm not free. I am not the person who kind of just walks around here and I got millions, so I don't have to pick up admission. No, this is just like you. It's my income. It's my livelihood. It's this podcast you support by joining my program. It's not like this is free for me to host it, but that's how important it is for me to be able to share from my heart without having some sponsors or advertising spots that interrupt my flow. So I've been building the website for this, and there's a sign up. There's nothing stopping you to sign up, and I'm not running away. I'm committed to this, and It starts September 7 and it will be the whole month until October 7. I open up the group the September 1. Remember now that I'm just one person. There's nobody else who helps me with this. So if you want to play the game of I forgot, I didn't hear it, and now I'm trying to get in and now I can't, too bad, then you're kind of not helping anyone and you're not my friend, because I can't help you in that last 1 minute when I have other clients I want to attend to. For me, it won't matter if there's 1 or 2 participants over their thousands. This is the start of my new chapter. So for me, I'm just doing this because I love to change the way it makes me happy. The challenge format the other way was making me angry and frustrated and pissed. It wasn't a good environment for myself, and probably not for anyone else who feels like you can just run away and hide from yourself when it comes convenient, and that's not helping you. To stand up and keep going and seek out help from your coach is the way. I'm also doing my U-screen, right? So CC Train Day is expanding. I have meditations that I have added there, and I love that. It's my big passion. And today I recorded a new stretching full body that is gonna go uploaded. So all this takes up all my time, and I love it. And I also have clients who are investing in the coach calls for one-on-one, which is pretty tough to do more than a few, right? So now I want to tell you the funny thing here. That today, after my HIIT workout, I'm just realizing that I want to become a yoga instructor. I want to certify myself like that. I'm a nutritionist, a fitness trainer, I'm a mindset, all that whatever titles. And now I want to add this. It's a whole new chapter. Why? Because I love it too. It's part of all the yoga and meditation and the way I already move. 3, it's a new skill, it's a new way, so I always continue to educate myself. And it just came to me, like, why didn't I do before? I wasn't there, right? So same thing for you, that I really want you to know that if you've been with me in the past, this is different. And you at some time gotta want to discover more than just holding on to something. It's time to kind of change and want to get to know yourself, because otherwise, why would you be your own worst enemy? Why would you keep on sabotaging while you're stuck in the same behavior? And then you want to project it onto someone and keep on running away, and you're not getting anything out of it. So time flies and life is great. And imagine now if you actually enjoyed what you're trying to hate. Because I'm done. I don't want to have anyone hate their diet because I think that's the way that you're gonna be tough on yourself. Nope, because you would be there by now. So to summarize all this today is, I would love for you to join my first in the new era of my fighter diet. My way. It's 1 month. The group is on Facebook. It's with the itinerary. I'm there as coach. I'm gonna do all I can to make everyone happy and very grateful for signing up. And then I keep on building and expanding my U-screen with the workouts, the mindset, the fighter diet mindset, fat loss coaching you definitely need to watch, and the meditation. And then I want you to know that I am so grateful that you're listening to this, but also start to take action in your life. As you can see, I am not holding on to anything. I am building my life from the way I have to give up on everything. I don't want the demographic I do, which is pretty much obsessed about a body look, want to stress about it, don't want to hate your body. That is the average of fitness people online, the community diet culture crap. I don't want to be part of that. It's toxic, it's destructive, it's not self-empowering, not life-affirming, and if you think about it, it isn't way of life, because in bodybuilding you're not going to be your strongest self in 75 unless you're a complete beginner. And if you don't want to love yourself and accept your body for today, how are you going to do it later? So I just kind of think that you should invest in your self-awareness, your self-love, and your self-acceptance now, because that is how you're going to be happier and more confident to keep on. So stop hating your body, stop looking at the saggy part, start thinking there's something about fitness life that I'm missing because I keep on falling off. I gotta do it on my terms. So that's what I mean, and that's why I want you to go with me, and I invite you to that.